Why didn't we just watch Worlds Collide instead of SmackDown last night?
Legit, as I look more and more at the show last night, this was a Worlds Collide pre-show, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you, that was my title, because like I got the graphics ready this morning while I was waiting for us to meet our meeting time at 9:30, and I said Worlds Collide pre-show. That's what I called the file until you give me the actual title.
Yes, we do have a title, and it's going to come right out of the first segment. So
okay, good. All right, but Greg, before we get to the theme song, this is how I feel about today's SmackDown. I added a new sound to the soundboard inspired by SmackDown today. You ready?
Okay, go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is the Price is Right, you've gone over sound. Yeah.
Because we hit the heights of last week, and today was boom, bust.
Listen, there were some highlights on the show. I will give it that. But I want to know, like, did we lose a bet or something?
Because we're watching SmackDown?
No, because we ended up getting our Booker T and Vic Joseph.
Oh, we'll get to that too. All right, theme song, and then let's get into this whole thing.
SmackDaddies, a revolutionary podcast of sports entertainment, pride the God and Father Greg, the SmackDaddies. Revolutionary podcast of sports entertainment is Brad, the Dad, and Father Greg, the SmackDaddies.
Hello, friends, and welcome to your SmackDown review for The Hub. I am Brad, the Dad, and running shotgun with me is my tag team partner, Greg, Father Feltham.
Let's see my son.
And Greg, we did lose. Like, your Vic Joseph, Booker T, half the characters not being there, including John Cena.
We're never seeing John Cena again, remember?
That's right, because he's retiring and he's not coming back to this show. And why would he? He saw it was coming up today and was like, nuts to this. Like, there is 2 segments in this show that matter, and the rest of this is just filler. Like, we might as well have had the panel talking, Booker T, Vic Joseph, and the others gather together as a panel.
So as you said filler, in my head, all I can hear is like Michael Jackson's Thriller. It's just filler now.
Yeah, that's definitely that it is filler now. Greg, what? So you started with a very good question. Why Vic Joseph and Booker T as our commentary team?
Legitimately, did we lose a bet or something? Like, why in God's name are we getting Vic Joseph and Booker T? This is the NXT commentary team. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't watch that show.
Vic Joseph or Booker T? Which one is the reason?
Booker T.
Vic Joseph is very competent as a commentator, but Booker T is so over the top.
Is the right word. But Booker, oh man.
So
Booker is starting to sound like, if I'm being honest with you, and probably topical, is Booker T is starting to sound a little more like Jerry Lawler when he was getting up in years doing commentary.
Like when he would come do not a whole show, but a guest spot.
Yeah.
Except that Jerry Lawler was significantly older than Booker T is now.
Yeah.
Like significantly.
Yeah.
One too many shots to the head.
Or if you prefer, like when Jesse Ventura did Saturday Night's Main Event ones, like.
Also kind of reminding me of, like, I'm trying to think, like the guys who were doing Nitro during the last 6 months who clearly did not give a crap.
Yeah.
Like poor Tony Schiavone when he had the life beaten out of him and he was just getting paid and was calling the show, and you could tell that he was like, I know this is going to end soon, but please God, make it end now. So
that's rough.
So do you want to talk? Well, I mean, you mentioned Jerry Lawler. Our thoughts and prayers go to Jerry Lawler as he's had another stroke, and yeah, that's not good news, obviously. No. And we joke about Jerry Lawler, but we still have a lot of love and respect for the King, and we hope that he's going to be okay. I mean, my childhood is marked by Jerry the King Lawler doing slightly off-colored humor.
Yeah.
And by childhood, I mean my teenage years. Like, I'm not that old. But let's talk about the most important thing, Greg. I know that you've already started looking at flights and booking hotel rooms because we're going on a road trip.
Yeah.
That is 100% a joke. The SmackDaddies, I don't think either of us are allowed in Saudi Arabia due to, I don't know, political views, religious orientations, number of things. I don't know if either of us would be able to get through SmackDown. And if we brought our other guys, they would. Yeah, like I don't think any of us are getting into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for a variety of reasons.
That's a distinct possibility.
So Saudi Mania is coming to WWE. The only good news, Greg, it's going to be an afternoon Mania.
Yeah, the question is it a 2-night event?
100%.
I mean, 2 afternoons is not terrible. I mean, I could get on board with that.
It's like the elephant in the room we all knew was going to happen.
Right.
Like anybody who didn't think this is how this was going to end. The only surprise to me is the price. Did you hear the reported price tag for WrestleMania?
No, I did not.
$100 million.
That doesn't surprise me.
Okay, but you know the thing.
Bad. No, go ahead.
Okay, no, Greg, do you know how much like a typical Saudi PLE costs? $50 million. Doesn't $100 million seem like a bargain?
It does, but what I was going to say is I feel bad for New Orleans,
who clearly aren't getting that.
They're not getting that now, and yeah.
There's a picture I saw. I'm going to see if I quickly find it. There's a picture recently of Seth and Stephanie Vaquer they did the announcement, I guess, was it yesterday?
Oh, yes. The one where they are very stoic. And
everybody else is smiling and they're like looking like, what the hell did we just get ourselves into? Yeah, yep, that one.
Here because we have to be.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's one of those things. Once they had Rumble, I knew it was going to happen there. At first, I was like, I was one of those people who didn't watch the shows. And now I'm kind of just like, whatever. It is what it is. Like, I mean, I don't think we should be throwing stones in North America right now, given, people got shot and you could scroll through social media. Thank God I haven't done that yet, Greg. Like, whether you agree with Charlie Kirk or not, people getting shot is always bad. And I definitely don't need to find that scrolling.
Right.
So, dude, it's just one of those things where it's like awful things are happening in every country. And I guess Saudi Arabia is we have to somehow make a moral compromise. I think if we're going to keep watching WWE, it's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Greg, again, I'm going to be Mr. Positivity. Afternoon WrestleManias, probably afternoon SmackDown going into WrestleMania too. Just putting that out there.
Hopefully
we can watch Hall of Fame while having supper.
Maybe they won't do Hall of Fame.
The Prince has got to go into the Hall of Fame that year in the celebrity wing.
Maybe.
Listen, if he's made more money for WWE than anybody else in the history. That's the other one they released. The first 40 WrestleManias have made as much as the Saudi contributions to WWE's coffers over the length of their contract.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
So anyways, that's welcome to the world of wrestling. Royal Rumble 2026, WrestleMania 2027. New Orleans gets Money in the Bank next year.
Yeah.
See, if you want to do a road trip, there's the road trip, Greg. Let's go watch Money in the Bank at New Orleans.
I don't think that's happening either.
Oh, but Mardi Gras in August. Actually, I don't want to go to New Orleans in August. I think that's hurricane season.
That is not wrong. That is not wrong.
Anyways, dude, is there anything else in the world of wrestling that happened this week that you're interested in, or you just want to get through this podcast so we can go watch Worlds Collide?
I don't even want to watch that, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm going to go watch it while I work out. I think it'll be better than this. It can't be where at least there's going to be actual wrestling on that show.
Sure.
Was there wrestling on this show?
There's a little bit of it.
Tiny bit. So let's start with the fact that Recap 1 took place, Greg. Which set up this SmackDown, which is episode...
it is episode number 1360 from Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, man. And they got Norfolked today for sure.
A little bit, not gonna lie.
So, member of the He Shall Not Be Named Club, Brock Lesnar comes out. Like, am I the only Debbie Downer? Every time I see Brock, I'm like, this is still weird.
It's a little weird, but not. I wasn't torn up one way or the other. So I apparently am in the minority, but I actually enjoyed this segment way too much.
Oh, this was the funnest part of the show. This made me go, oh, this will be a good SmackDown. And then it went downhill from here. Like just straight off a cliff. There's good wrestling, but there's nothing on this show there is this segment and the last segment. Nothing else. You don't have to watch the show to be caught up on WWE storylines, which is why I watch the shows, is because I don't want to miss something. It's FOMO.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk this segment then.
So Brock comes out, does his whole entrance, and he doesn't say a word before we get what's up. So is this Ron Killings or R-Truth?
Well, we get to that as the segment goes.
So before Brock can say a word, R-Truth is out in the ring, what's upping his way down. This is an amazing interaction already, just having these two people in the ring. And he says he's come out here to protect his brother, John Cena. And he warns him, John Cena has gone crazy while you've been gone, Brock. He is fueled by the tears of small children. And then we get the part where it cracks Brock Lesnar because he goes, are you his brother? I'm his brother. I'm his brother from another mother. No, we have the same father. And I am Ron. He's not R-Truth. He's not Ron Killings. He is Ron Cena.
He is Ron Cena.
And at this point,
because he is coming out to defend the honor of his boyhood hero, his older brother, John Cena.
His childhood hero, his older brother, Ron. And at this point, Brock breaks. Before we get the F5, Brock has to turn away from R-Truth because yet another member of the roster has fallen victim to the fact that R-Truth is a comedic genius. But Brock's not going to let a good chuckle get in the way of an F5. And the announcers say that Brock is come back to put John Cena into early retirement. He's going to cut this run 3 months short. Where was he back before the heel turn?
Yeah, I loved Brock constantly asking him who the hell he is because he doesn't know who R-Truth is, even though, they've both been there for 20 years. That made me laugh so much. But this is where we get tonight's episode title, because as Brock is leaving the ring, he's got a smile on his face. He's walked up the aisle and he's like, ha ha, blue underwear. So that's where we're getting tonight's episode title.
The blue brand got blue underwear. Is that because we saw R-Truth's underwear during the F5?
No, it's Brock Lesnar split his pants.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Brock Lesnar's wearing jeans. He split his pants from his knee to his arse. So you see Brock's underwear when he's outside the ring.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, okay. Now I have to go find that picture for the episode title. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, him walking up the aisle afterwards, he's laughing against his blue underwear. But yeah, no, he 100%, was had all of his blue undies hanging out. So
You think
I'm just thankful that he was wearing some, right? Like,
we think with that much money, Brock Lesnar could at least find a pair of jeans that he could work in.
Yeah,
those are probably just the jeans he works in on the farm, and he just grabbed a clean pair. Said, Sable, I'll see you later. Honey, make sure you grab the pile from the clean ones, not the dirty ones from the barn. And he's like, oh, fine, I'll wear the nice ones. And then he splits them and he calls Sable later going, see, told you I should have been wearing the overalls. They may have been stained, but at least they wouldn't have broke on TV and now everybody saw my underwear.
Yeah.
So we're getting John Cena versus Brock at this PLE.
That we are. Which, I mean, we knew weeks ago.
Right. And they hammered it over the head. This whole show was that. So one of the good things about this show is Sami Zayn.
I say there's two things they hammered in this show. One, Wrestlepalooza, we're getting Brock and John Cena. And two, by now we've already gotten, I think, 2 advertisements for Worlds Collide that's coming on right after SmackDown.
On YouTube. So just don't continue on watching USA Network. Screw their ratings. Switch over to YouTube and continue watching our product. So
that's right.
Sami Zayn's in the back and he sees Rey Fenix. He's going to do US title open challenges. Next up after that, we get a cutscene where Solo Sikoa, hopefully they didn't fly him in, and he did this last week. Dark room, Solo Sikoa. No members of the bloodline. Maybe he filmed this in his garage at home, like just set up his phone and film this for them on a little camera. Anyways, he's mad. He sacrificed everything, his loyalty, his flesh, his blood, and he lost his US title. And now he wants it back. So we just saw the segment before. Sami Zayn accepts an open challenge from Rey Fenix. Why is Solo so mad, Greg? Like, can't he just walk up to Sami and say, hey, man, I'd like a challenge. I'd like a title match. Can I have one, like, say, 3 weeks from now? Can you put me in there?
So I'm not sure I'm liking how they're doing this open challenge, if I'm being honest.
Because we're just going to get random matches?
I don't mind the random matches, but it's like the negotiating backstage with, like, Sammy, with GM Nick Aldis. Like, I think an open challenge should be, him in the ring, and then you don't know whose music is going to play and they come out to answer the challenge. Right.
Because we actually know who the challengers are for this week, and theoretically they're next week or the week after, whenever the next one is.
Right. Like, so I don't think I like this, if I'm being 100% honest.
You like the idea. You'd much rather have it just be win sprinter. And I agree with you. I just think this show, this is the number of characters we flew in, and we have to pad out 2 hours, and we can only have so many cutscenes.
This to me is more like just a fighting champion, not an open challenge.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right. It is not an open challenge. It is. The problem is we've established the US Open Challenge, and last week, Sammy said he was doing the John Cena Open Challenge, and that version of the Open Challenge means you just go to the ring and somebody shows up.
Right. But now Sammy gets to prepare every week as to who it's going to be or whatever. Yeah, I don't like this. I really don't like this. And the other thing I don't like is Sammy said the words like this will be his first open challenge. No, your first open challenge was last week against John Cena. This is your second.
Yeah, the streak is 2-0. And also the streak is...
Spoilers, come on.
No, but it's okay. So two in a row challenges, and the challenge is that, oh my gosh, if people don't know, if they're watching us, well, they should be listening to us. You're right. I should be more conscious of that. You're 100% correct, Greg. So Sami Zayn versus Rey Fenix, and this should be a great match. And spoiler, it is the match of the show. No problem. It might be the match of the last. It might be the best match if you exclude. Because I don't like the ending to the Cena match because we don't get an ending. I think this might be one of the best matches in the last 2 weeks.
Fair. What I will say, though, is that the thing that I'm not sure I really, what I don't think I liked about this was that I didn't know which one of the luchadors this was in the back, because we had nothing to tell us who this was.
Yes, and the problem is that Dragon Lee and Rey Fenix's masks are somewhat similar.
I struggle to tell some of these guys apart, if I'm honest, right?
So what you're saying is you have you have lucha blindness. Some people don't see color. Some people don't see race
or birds. Apparently,
bird blindness is a thing. So Greg has luchador mask blindness.
Apparently,
where is Randy when we need somebody who's an expert in masks to explain to us the nuances of each of these guys' masks?
It would be good if we had that. But
so this week, don't forget, friends, to listen to Draw Straws Raw here on the Hub. You can follow them on social media on Draw Straws Raw or on their YouTube channel, Draw Straws Raw. They are an excellent Raw review. In fact, some people might say the best damn Raw review on the internet, no matter what the title may imply. And I think we should have an in-depth look at the history of lucha masks by Randy C at some point. Maybe after when he's back to 100%, he can go through and explain the nuances of different masks. When
he's well enough to do that. Yeah, that's fair.
Breakdown. But it's ironic because we have one luchador and one former luchador wrestling today, as Rey Fenix is wrestling Sami Zayn, and two guys who are known for wearing hoods. This match, I'm going to do my best to cover a few of the highlights, but I could have gone on forever because there's all kinds of crazy lucha things at the beginning where there's a dodge dive to the outside. And then even a Hurricane Rana dive. And I love the fact that he does like the old school 619, the one where you slide in the ropes and you don't go through. It's like, this was great. Phoenix was awesome.
As you said, the dodge dive in my head now is like, oh, I kind of want to watch Dodgeball movie. Dodge.
Can I ask a question? Where's Andrade?
Do you know what? That wasn't where my question was in this match. It was, so I started watching a little bit behind, and I caught up live at one point before I kind of called it a night and went to bed. And they did those bumpers, were on commercial.
Yeah.
And one of the things that were on commercial was DIY. And I'm like, wait, I forgot those guys were on here. Where the hell have they been?
They are currently doing a tour of Florida.
Yeah, well,
because next week is homecoming and everybody's going back to. That's why, and it's why
NXT.
It's why the shows, both Raw and SmackDown this week, I think were diminished significantly, was because you have guys working Friday night in a different city than Norfolk. You have the crew split up to do this show. And you have a ton of guys who are going to be working Tuesday and Saturday next week rather than whatever they were going to work. So this is one of those times where it's like the WWE has a giant roster, but do they have a lot of stars? And I would say, no, they don't have a lot of stars. They have a big roster, but they don't have a lot of stars. Anyways, Phoenix hits a super kick coming out of the corner, an amazing moonsault. There's a Helluva Kick that is missed, and then Phoenix recovers with a DDT. That's only two. I love the fact when he kind of catches Sami on the top rope and he stomps him like draped on the top rope, but not the one where you're like hanging down, but he's like literally like back on the turnbuckle and he stomps him and they both crash to the mat. Phoenix hits a goodbye amigo kick and tries to hit his finisher, but Sami dodges and hits a Helluva Kick out of nowhere. Again, my note to you, Greg, was this was the best match on SmackDown, and maybe one of the like three things you need to go back and watch.
Yeah, I agree.
The only problem with this is that at the end of the night, this was not going to be the best luchador match, because Worlds Collide definitely will have a better match than this.
100%.
So I feel, again, this was a great setup for the Worlds Collide. What a great pre-show match.
Yeah, it was a good pre-show match for Worlds Collide, but yeah.
Okay, so B-Fab is in the back. She's trying to reach out to Michin, and then we then get the interaction with what's her name? What's the manager's name?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, we're both having a brain fart.
It's escaping me right now. Hold
on. Anyways, it sets up a match.
Kiana James.
Yeah, it sets up a match later, but not with Kiana James. It's with her client. So it's not a U.S. title match though, Greg. And I would argue, I don't even know why I recapped this, because this was this was the setup for the match that didn't happen. More Worlds Collide promotion. I almost think I should bring out the count but I don't think the count counts high enough in my soundboard to cover all the times World Collide was mentioned.
You're not wrong.
This is like number 4, and we are not even the first hour in. So instead of a match, BFAB gets the crap kicked out of her.
Yes, she does.
Julia does her entrance, and then they just beat BFAB to a pulp. This is setting up a tag match. Sure. Again, you could just take our long debate last week about not having enough women on this roster, because that's it. We have the entire roster in active duty. Right. We have the Secret Service is feuding with Charlotte and Alexa for the tag titles. Julia and her manager are fighting over, and Kiana James are over here with BFAB and Michin. And our main event, well, by the end of tonight, the 3 women who are quote unquote main eventers are going to all be are all stuck together.
Yeah.
And we're all wishing we're wishing our best and speedy recovery to Bianca Belair. Please, God, get better. Because we desperately need we need a new wrestler on this roster for the female division. Uncle Howdy is in the back or in another dark room. Again, more pre-taped promos, Greg. And he can see that the Street Profits are falling apart. They sow the seeds that they are. And where do the profits go from here?
That's a good question.
So the Street Profits tease a breakup every 6 months. They never break up.
I fast forward through all this.
I am so done, like, with Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy. The only person I actually want to see get into a wrestling ring is the one wrestler in this group that's not going to wrestle.
Yeah.
It's Abby the Witch. She's not going to wrestle. Like, our female wrestler who could go into this division and go after this U.S. title is nowhere to be found. By the way, Greg, I am wearing our Better Than You t-shirt from our road trip. One of my favorite shirts because my friend Greg bought it for me and he's my friend.
I love that tag team. I'm sorry.
I wish they were still a tag team, and also Adam Cole get well. Like, no one, I hope his career doesn't end that way. So whatever. The Street Profits may get done. We've already talked about Saudi Mania. Do I have to talk about Aleister Black?
God, I hope not. But yeah,
Aleister Black's in a dark room, and he is the sickness and the cure. There are consequences for fighting him, and that is that you die. You can die, or you can let this go, Damian Priest. Spoiler alert, Greg. I don't think Damian Priest is going to let this go.
I don't think so either.
Isn't R-Truth involved with this feud?
He was at one point, but now not so much.
Boy, oh boy, Greg, this is killing me. This whole thing is killing me.
Yeah.
So, Greg, I forgot this match was on the show. At this point, it's like 11 o'clock. I decided I'm going to stay up and finish this so I could sleep in a little bit, which didn't sleep in anyway, so doesn't matter. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade.
Yeah.
There's one spot that I want to point out early. So Tiffany is getting beat down by Jade. Tiffany goes on offense, and Jade is totally out of position. So she literally has to, while sitting on the mat, pick herself up with her hands and shuffle herself into position so she can get drop kicked. It's like she was only out of position, probably about a foot. And it's just like, is this so choreographed that you can't just take the bump 6 feet? Like, they were pretty much in the middle of the ring. She just shuffles to be perfectly in the middle of the ring. And it's like, it just was one of those moments where you're like, this takes me out of the match because that girl needs work, like bumps. She needs to practice. She needs to do something. And I don't know if this is a Tiffany thing or a Jade thing, but normally you don't see this. And there was a couple of spots in this match where I was worried that one of them was going to hurt themselves or that these women were like, just like it. Yeah. And I'm struggling with my words because I don't know if I'm being too critical, Greg, or if I'm just like pointing out something that is just wrecked the illusion for me.
I don't know, but I was like, how are they going to get out of this match? Yeah,
that's the worst part about this match is I had the same thought, which was, how are they getting out of this match? Because I knew they weren't beating Jade. And then I'm like, they're not taking the title off Tiffany. They're going to, like, I think the story is going to be, she's going to go into that Saturday night's main event. And the question is going to be, can she make the year without losing a match? Like, that's the story, right? That has to be the story.
Maybe.
So Tiffany hits a swanton. At this point, Tiffany is taught.
That surprised me too. I don't think I've seen a Tiffany Stratton swanton before.
And it was great. Like it was perfect. And then the scarier part was when she tries to do the baseball slide and Jade catches her and just picks her up and drops her head first on the apron. I was like, oh my gosh, don't break her nose. Just don't break her nose.
For the love of God, don't.
This roster can't use more women going missing. So Tiffany tries the prettiest moonsault ever, but instead Jade hits a power bomb. Tiffany then they fight to the outside. Tiffany misses a moonsault. Jade drives her into the barricade, and we end with a double countout. Which at that point, Greg, if this is the end of this match, I am so excited. Because I'm like, great, well, they're going to run it back. And
I didn't think it was going to be, but I have trivia for you.
Oh, God. Okay, go ahead.
When was the last time we had a double countout on SmackDown?
I'm going to say it was before WrestleMania this year. That's going to be my ballpark guess. It was in March. Were we in a hotel room watching Elimination Chamber?
No.
No, okay, then when was it? It was the week before and I forgot.
No. October 21st, 2002.
Holy cow.
And the match was Liv Morgan versus Sonya Deville from Toledo, Ohio.
What? Wow. Good for them. And I can't believe they've gone this long without doing a double countout. Good for them.
On SmackDown. When was the last one on Raw?
Probably Monday.
A little further back than that, but August the 4th. Barclays Center. And it was Rusev and Sheamus with a double countout.
Which led to the Donnybrook match. Yes, I now am connecting the dots. Okay.
But I was like, all right, how far back was the last time we had this on SmackDown? So, like, we've seen, like, I went back through, I mean, it took me 13 pages of cage matches to find the SmackDown.
Dude, you just got to chat GPT that shit.
Yeah.
I know you like this is the AI guy versus the non-AI guy.
It's not that an AI. I just never even thought to look in that. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I just went back and forth till I found it. But I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, it was that long ago.
I love how Greg, I can't tell if you're intentionally delaying me telling you what happens next or if you're just like, okay, fine. Freaking Nia Jax comes in and attacks. And so she's put herself in the mix. Why, Greg? Did I lose a fucking bet? Like, sorry, I know I'm not usually the one that curses, but and listen, I'm not anti Nia Jax. If you told me Nia Jax if Julia was a face and Nia Jax was a heel, or you had a face champion with the US title on Raw, or the Intercontinental title on Raw, or if she was going on NXT to go after their women's North American title, I wouldn't give a rat because it's just Nia Jax in the main event scene on SmackDown. I'm done for a while. I just need her to do something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
And the worst part is she's in this match to take the pin.
So I legit thought that this may have been Bianca Belair coming back.
God, I was hoping it was Bianca Belair coming back. Or here's a wild idea. You just let them have a draw and this continues to feud and we can have like, I'd love to have them have another match where the two of them, if it's not a count out, it's a double DQ or something, or the ref gets taken out and the match ends in a no contest. I would love the fact that they just basically keep wrestling to stalemates for a while. Or there's a thing where there's a double pin count and both women's shoulders are on the mat. Like there's all kinds of fun things you can do, just not this.
Yeah.
So anyways, more John Cena recaps. And WWE, apparently, we know what side of the rap beef they're on. Drake bringing us our theme song.
Yeah.
Why are we not? Why do we choose the loser? I don't know. As Canadians, we probably should be cheering for Drake, but like clearly, Drake lost.
He clearly did.
When you have the entire stadium at the Super Bowl chanting A minor, you have lost. Rey Mysterio is there, and if Dominic beat Phil Kingo last night, and spoilers are probably all over this, I haven't looked yet because I'm going to go watch it.
Oh, I know. So
don't say a word.
I'm not going to.
Don't spoil it because I want to go see if he had to put the title on his son, who's allegedly estranged from.
Yes.
So Sami's celebrating, and he's going to wrestle Carmella Hayes. This goes back to a scene earlier where Chelsea Green wanted a match, and she refers to herself as a hot mess. And whoever wins the title match at Homecoming, the winners are going to face the Secret Service, Chelsea Green and Alba Fire, and whatever happened to Piper Niven.
Fair.
So Piper Niven's obviously gone for a while, and they're not going to talk about it. Anyways, Miz is looking for a match, and he said, "Oh well, Carmelo's already talked to me." So Miz comes in. He's mad Melo's going after the U.S. title, and he said, "Listen, we're going to do both. I'm going to be the U.S. title holder and the tag title."
Yep.
I mean, it happens. Miz, I think, may have had both titles at one point.
Well, he's like, Miz says, how incredibly hard it is to do. He's like, well, you did it.
Yeah, that's right. So
so if there's anyone better to show me how to do it, it's going to be you, essentially, right?
Also, no tag teams at WWE can ever get along.
Yeah.
When did the Wyatts implode? Because that one I'm rooting for.
Not going to disagree.
You know what? It's funny because there's all kinds of. If this was led, I think I wouldn't hate this so much if the Wyatts were doing more or if they were on Raw. Because A, we wouldn't have to watch them, but B, boy oh boy, does Raw need a tag team. And why are these guys on the wrong show when we don't need more tag teams here?
I don't disagree with any of that.
So our main event, as pre-announced, is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. And early on, I make a note, Randy looks like he tweaked his knee. And at first I'm like, oh, poor Randy hurt his knee. And then I realized, oh no, he tweaked his knee. Wink. Because I think that became the focus of the match. So you're like, oh, okay. So I'm not worried about Randy actually being hurt.
No.
This is just an excuse for Randy to do that. Although I did see Drew do a move I don't think I've seen before, where he puts he has Orton in the corner and he puts his leg over his shoulder and drops to his knees and kind of pushes his knee in a weird position, almost like he's doing a chiropractor routine. But it's excellent.
We call this move the chiropractor adjustment.
The adjustment. Maybe one of us should go visit our Randy and give him one of those one for his knee, one for his back.
That sounds like a move from IRS, right? Like the adjustment.
The adjustment. Or from some like new chiropractor gimmick that Vince McMahon would have dreamt up in the 90s. Yeah, the chiropractor. He's going to give you the adjustment.
No, he's going to break your back. He's going to do the back breaker and like break your spine or something. That's his. Yeah, it's his all
and a ton of contortionist moves throughout the match.
Yeah.
So Orton is selling his knee for a long time. This basically, at the end of this, we get double finishers. First, we get a Claymore, and then Randy rolls out of the ring. When Drew's trying to get back in the ring after chasing Randy around, we get an RKO out of nowhere. Both guys are down. Eventually, we hit the draping DDT, and Drew's in the corner, and the ref's trying to stop the punt. He keeps trying to stop the punt, and all he does was basically delay this long enough so that Drew could hit a Claymore for the win. And Drew McIntyre loses his mind and decides that this is the end of Randy Orton.
So hold on. Explain to me, why in God's name did the ref try to stop the punt? The punt is not a banned move. And how is it any worse than the curb stomp?
Okay, you were making too much sense.
Like when I saw this, I was like, but why?
I agree with you. The punt is a banned move. That was established.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It is not a banned move.
He's not hit it in a match in a long time.
He hasn't, but it is not, according to what I just researched, the punt is not officially banned in WWE. It's rarely used.
Okay, so this referee apparently was using his judgment and didn't want a lawsuit. He's like, hey man, if you end his career, I'm going to get sued. So that's my kayfabe reason. The reason was that they wanted to set this up that he was going to use the punt, because an ongoing story of Randy Orton is that he is not pulling the trigger. And this time he was willing to pull the trigger, but somebody stopped him from being Randy Orton.
Yeah, I hated this so much. This made me lose complete interest in this. Well,
and it just gave a convenient out for Randy Orton to lose the match because the referee stopped him from following his instincts. And that was really the problem. And after the match, the injured Randy Orton is being destroyed by Drew McIntyre when adrenaline in his soul, something Cody Rhodes. I almost want to just be like, right? He comes wind sprinting out and they fight all over the ring. And I mean, as Triple H said on the Pat McAfee show this week, Cody will be back for the PLE. Wink. Where is he going to go with this? So this already packed WrestlePalooza show, which I don't know if you heard this week, there's stories circulating in the media that the executives at WWE are talking about this being like, and not Triple H. I mean, whatever his name is, Mark Shapiro, maybe, is that the guy? Whoever the money guy is. Anyways, they're talking about this being the big show. Like this could be like SummerSlam or WrestleMania. No. WrestlePalooza, this is going to be a big show because it's the first show on ESPN. It's loaded up. And it has nothing to do with the fact that there's another show on the same day.
Yeah, no, nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
Anyways,
nothing going on here, folks.
There's nothing going on here. Just pay attention to ESPN and don't watch the other show. Greg, I think it's time for us to go through and get your scissors out, Greg. I feel like I should call you Gregory the Barber Beefcake because he's about to cut the crap after the synopsis.
Yeah.
This is your SmackDown synopsis.
And your synopsis is brought to you by The Hub Sports Entertainment Network with all of your best favorite podcasts. Check out our collaborators, Randy C and Eric B, the Raw Dogs, who have Monday Night Raw on lock, and Gregory.
Yeah.
Why did you go get the hedge clippers when I said you're going to bring out the scissors? Like, those things are huge.
They are, in fact.
That's what she said. So what do you, Greg, I don't even know where, okay, so let's just make this easy. Anything involving Worlds Collide, we know that the show's happening. Go ahead. It's cut, right?
Cut that. All right.
If I'm going to make you a new sound, it's going to be that.
We're going to use it.
Yeah, we're going to use the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Start with Brock Lesnar opening SmackDown with R-Truth.
Yep.
This, I mean, you can get your R-Truth sound effect ready, but this is the best part of the show, I think, from a comedy standpoint, for sure.
Staring at your championship, calling it your precious.
Because it's not the championship we stare at and call our precious. It's our.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Brock's blue underwear.
No, that clip, the fact that you highlighted that, and I'm now have to go back and do my homework. A classic Brad ADHD not paying attention. But Greg, that's because
you are the greatest of all time.
Oh man, just I still laugh after that. AJ Lee return and me joking last week that I shut off the show.
You and me and Sean Burkhead walked away at the end of it.
Oh yeah, I walked away before AJ came out. All right. All right. Backstage with Sami Zayn, we're cutting that.
Yeah, we can definitely cut that. That's definitely one of those ones where you just go, let's go with this one. Yeah.
Solo Sikoa backstage, or maybe at home, who knows?
Hopefully from his garage at home. But you know what? What about the match, Greg? Forget about that. How did you feel about Phoenix and Rey Fenix? Phoenix and Sami Zayn, sorry.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, I will keep this. This was okay. I like this.
This is exactly why I say I'm on gas, no brakes with it.
Meanwhile, where's Jacob Fatu?
Probably in Vegas with everyone else.
They were all like, guys, don't go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg, I know what else. How about everything involving B-Fab, Julia, and Kiana James?
Yeah, we can cut that.
I'm good. Again, that's why I added the busted sound effects. We need more negative sound effects because we have just so much negativity on the show. Okay, I'm going to say, let's do, so I'm going to group these. The Wyatt Six, Saudi Mania, Aleister Black. Greg, I know what you think about all that. I can guess.
Go for it. All right.
Just a waste of goddamn time. Now, here's the trickiest one. Tiffany Stratton and Jade, because there's a rule.
There is a rule, so we have to keep it.
It's Tiffy time.
I am required by law to keep that match.
But the moment that Nia Jax walked out, it happened in our heart. And again, nothing against Nia Jax. It's just Nia Jax versus Tiffany. Oh my gosh. Can they not go separate ways?
Yeah, we still got to get Bianca back. I hate to say that because I'm not a huge Bianca fan, but I think that I want to see her turn on Jade so bad, but I don't think they will now with Naomi out. So,
okay, I'm going to put all of this together. Chelsea Green and the whole thing with Miz and Mello and Sami Zayn. Those two segments that were broken up by a couple of things. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think we can keep that.
Yeah, Chelsea Green. I feel Chelsea Green deserves to always be in there. And now, Greg, we are at the event. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Oh, I have a bad feeling.
Yeah, this match really suffered, I think, with the TV, with the commercials and stuff in it. So I think I'm going to cut this.
Right. I mean, this match, you could have given it the Kiana James treatment and just beat up B-Fab and just had Cody Rhodes come out and make the save, and we would have got the same thing. Except then, if you did that, we would have had, we would have had no match.
The same show, which is we've had that where WWE rinses and repeats. Like,
so if this match would have ended with like a weird funky finish, then only the US title match would have had a finish. Like, this show, dude, was 3 matches and a lot of promos. This felt like the most like an episode of Superstars. And I think the problem, hear me out. I think the problem is that last week was so good.
Maybe. That, and they're more busy to promote AAA right now than they are their own show.
Well, Worlds Collide, Greg, is on YouTube, and we have to get a deal for AAA on a Latin American station in North America so that this can do this. I mean, why doesn't they just get Prime to give them some money? Like, Prime has a high Spanish, like somebody who speaks Spanish. Tell me which station, like maybe Disney Latin America has a thing. Like, is there an LAX Disney channel? Like we need a Spanish channel for this. And I want to be able to hit the button so I can listen to Corey Graves. Cause that's the other thing that attracts me to this show is John Bradshaw Layfield and Corey Graves.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go watch that. Greg, after I finish editing, Greg, what words of wisdom do you have to the people before we head off to next week's very, very special episode where we do probably the fastest review in the history of time?
I like that.
Because the PLE is like less, it'll be 24 hours after.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to watch that PLE or if I'm going to have to download it and watch it later because I'm heading out of town on Sunday morning, so I don't know if I'm going to get Saturday pay-per-view. So
be careful when you're downloading things from Netflix because they tend to set up so that, like, I accidentally got on a plane and downloaded a PLE and was like, wait, this is last year's. Damn it.
Yeah, you kind of got to watch that. Well, Wrestlepalooza is only going to be the one because this is the first time they've run it. So if it's not like it's like Money in the Bank or something where they've had it for several years, so you get the last one. I think next week will be quick, if nothing else. And we'll see how. I don't even remember what they had announced for next week. Do you?
No, I don't think I saw anything announced next week other than Brock Lesnar will be on the show, and not John Cena.
No, John Cena's not coming back. Next week we're probably going to get Carmelo and Sami. Carmelo and Sami is probably next week. An appearance by the Wyatts. Yay.
It's probably two members of the tag division we don't particularly care about. Two different matches, and they'll be working their way towards getting the Wyatt 6. And I'm going to say another appearance by R-Truth and probably something involving Aleister Black and Damian Priest, which isn't PLE worthy. I'm trying to scroll through. Oh, we might get and maybe the women's tag title match will be on SmackDown after they've defended it on NXT.
The only thing officially announced right now is the Sami and Carmelo for next week. But
2 hours of SmackDown next week. Thank God it's not 3 because I have no idea how they would have filled 3 hours.
I'm scared because how many times are we going to hear about ESPN and how great ESPN Plus is next week when that's great in the US, but everywhere else in the world, just log into your Netflix.
And whichever we will recommend, whichever VPN wants to sponsor this podcast. So slide into our DMs, oh friends with VPNs. You can info at smackdaddies.ca and you too could be the sponsor of this wonderful podcast. And we will plug the crap out of your VPN. We'll do it for a very low price. I mean, heck, I think Greg, if you told Greg and I, we could each have a free very high quality VPN, we probably just plug the crap out of your VPN. So somebody give us a free subscription and we're your huckleberries.
All right, let's get out of here.
Goodbye, friends.
The revolutionary podcast in sports entertainment. Father Greg and Brad. The dad bless you all, the lovely tale.